Good morning from Paris. This is Daniela and it is currently 10 a.m. The topic today is beautiful tears. Tears. What space do you occupy in our lives? You are often associated with sadness, and yet it's usually just a strong emotion that brings you out. An emotion that isn't necessarily sad at all. Perhaps it is wounded pride or courage, love, strength, injustice, rage, yet in people's mind you are often tied to sadness alone. Crying is still often frowned upon by many, and unconsciously it reminds us of negative emotions or physical pain. We are told to hide our tears, even though they do us good. When tears flow for a so-called negative emotion, they offer solace and open a door towards healing through sadness. Tears pave the road towards joy. Our attitude towards crying is peculiar. We need to be able to identify and classify all of our emotions. Children benefit enormously from this because they need to learn to decode the world around them. But life is complex, and the world children must decode is no less difficult than mathematical algorithms or the technical languages hidden behind our computer screens. Tears are part of this complexity, because we can cry for 1,000 reasons, and not all of these reasons are necessarily sad. There are so many joyful situations that also bring tears to our eyes. We cry when faced with bravery, we cry with love, tenderness, empathy, we cry from laughter as well. So let's try to see the value in these droplets that spring forth from our eyes and recognize that they do us a world of good. Let's accept their complexity and explain them to children in all their perplexing glory. Tears are fascinating. These tiny salty drops that fall from our eyes are still shrouded in such mystery. Even science hasn't discovered all there is to know, perhaps because tears are still such a taboo subject. Let's meet this challenge in publishing and speak more openly with less shame. All things in moderation, of course. I'm not encouraging constant crying, but it sure does feel good to let the tears flow. Well, that's all from Paris. I hope you enjoyed this new episode of Sipping Coffee and Sharing Ideas. I wish you a lovely day. Cheers!